What is magic?
Our argument, nothing but targeted deception. So I want you to look. Look as closely as possible.
Because the tricks you are about to see may not seem connected, but we assure you they are.
Is what follows 100 different tricks? Or is it one giant illusion?
I've been following you everywhere on this ridiculous, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a
quest.
A quest?
No, let's stop!
Payuhan nyo.
How was he still standing up?
Pinibay, alam niya magpay.
He wants us to follow him.
Hey! Fella! Hey, fella!
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
But it smells of sulfur. I'm afraid you've made rather a bad enemy of the Wicked Witch of the West. The sooner you get out of Oz altogether, the safer you'll sleep, my dear.
Oh, I'd give anything to get out of Oz altogether. But which is the way back to Kansas? I can't go the way I came.
No, that's true. The only person who might know would be the great and wonderful Wizard of Oz himself.
The activist people are calling Al-Masih.
Some people are calling him a prophet.
He saved my daughter's life.
Or maybe he's a terrorist.
This man is the poster boy for America's problems.
Imagine the Messiah would show up today, but you wouldn't be able to prove that he is the Messiah, and you wouldn't be able to prove that he's not.
For me personally, when approaching the role, it's sort of hard to figure out because there's so many things that he gets hit with. I think that Donnie is what he comes in contact with. In the simplest terms, and most abstract terms, I could say it's a journey. It's just a journey about discovering who you are.
How would you react?
Not only is it very ambitious, it has a very audacious premise, and yet it's very grounded with a terrific global narrative, and it's very provocative and timely.
Are you the Messiah?
I am here to bring about the world to come.
And the irony of the whole thing is that, hopefully by the end, it's not only Donnie who realizes it, but the audience in a way. And they have to go back, and they have to watch it again, and they have to watch it again.
In our series, World of Worship, we're exploring different ways people practice faith and religion. Today, we're taking a look at one of the fastest growing religions in the world, the Baha'i faith. There are now more than 100,000 Baha'i communities worldwide. CBS This Morning's Saturday co-host, there she is, Dana Jacobson. Hey, Dana, recently visited one in Wilmette, Illinois. So the question is, Dana, what's the heart of this religion?
Well, Gail, the one word that we kept hearing to describe the Baha'i faith was unity. In Arabic, it means follower of glory. It was founded in 1844 in Iran, and the religion teaches the oneness of all world religions with principles that seem universal. If you're intrigued, come on with me now on a journey to the Mother Temple of the West.
Just outside Chicago, on the shores of Lake Michigan,
construction started in 1921.
Sits the oldest surviving Baha'i house of worship.
Every Baha'i temple has 9 sides, 9 doors, 9 gardens, and fountains.
What's the significance of 9?
9 is a symbol of completeness and unity.
Joyce Litoff was attracted to the Baha'i faith because she says it teaches what she already believes.
My mother was Jewish, my father was Catholic, and then I married a Jewish man, so I've actually lived in 2 religious communities.
But it's just like this ridiculous, fantastic, completely absurd yet completely naturalistic and realistic mixture of humor, like sadness, comedy, and madness, like rolled up in this ball of this like crazy story journey.
And so the show concentrates on the question, who is this man?
Is your world good? Is it evil? What you see will be your choosing.
One can understand with the dawn of social media how someone could come into place of notoriety rather quickly as things go viral.
That kind of mania that happens through social media, being the first or having that immediate access.
A small, simple story can get blown up exponentially because of social media, because of the immediacy of news.
Voice of America وفا مستقیم. You always start your remarks with respect to the divine prophets, and that's very respectable, and I thank you. One of the divine prophets who has the largest minority of followers, the religious minority followers after the Sunnis in Iran is, after the Muslims, are the Baha'is. We receive letters to the United Nations that from the government that they should be followed, persecuted, and their social progress should be prevented. Students too, Baha'i students too.
Life can never go back to normal. There is a sea of blood between the people and the regime. After all the massacres, after all they have sacrificed, they will never agree to swap one tyrant for another. President Trump was right when he said, we don't want to come back every 2 years. But if a faction of the regime is left in power, that is exactly what will happen. It will buy time. It will pretend to negotiate. And then it will return to its old jihadist ways of threatening America, its security, and its interests.
As the president, can you tell us, given the prerogatives given to you by the Constitution to oversee the judiciary and the powers within the country, how would you see through this issue, follow through, and to make sure that the same justice that you talk about will also apply to these people? When we talk about divine religions, the Jewish groups, their prophet was the Holy Moses, and the Christians, Christ, and the Muslims, the Prophet of Islam. Can you tell me who the divine prophet of the religion you mentioned appeared and was revealed to when exactly? Did he have a name? Good luck. Thank you.
And when I learned about the Baha'i faith that embraces the teachings of other religions, it made total sense to me.
The idea of oneness is carved into the temple's exterior, which includes the Jewish Star of David, the Christian cross, and the star and crescent of Islam.
And is the idea that this is encompassing all religions, all faiths?
Well, that's a little bit of a misconception that the Baha'i faith is a mishmash, that we believe everything. We believe in this progressive revelation that the teachings of these great spiritual teachers, they all had their time and place. And so we embrace the religions that came before.
The Iranian people have a fighting chance to end this regime of terror and chaos. The regime's repressive machine has been degraded, its terror network cut off, and its leadership decimated. But for this all to be worth it, the sacrifices of both Americans and Iranians, for the goodwill between our two people, which you see on vibrant display here today, to continue, we must finish the job. This regime in its entirety must go.
Krishna. All right. Baha'is believe theirs is the religion of the future. Inside each temple, there's one dome representing one God.
Be generous in your days of plenty.
At least twice a day, there are prayer services with readings from various world religions, but no sermons and no clergy. That lack of ritual is partly what drew 28-year-old Matthew Cotton to the faith.
We lived in mostly all-black neighborhoods.
He was raised Catholic on the south side of Chicago.
What we ask of America now is simple. Stay the course. Do not throw Do not throw this crumbling regime a lifeline. Pave the way for the Iranian people to finish the job.
What are you doing?
I'm posting it. People want to know.
The show uses it as a very good tool for the relay of information. I think it also uses it as a relay for disinformation.
You see how media has such a big effect on people's opinions, and that it's not necessarily the truth that you're seeing. The show reflects what's happening in the world news today.
Whether he entered the country illegally or not is beside the point. He has rights, and the ACLU is here to protect those rights.
It forces you, if it does force you at all, to come to your own conclusion about what it's about. And that's the coolest thing. It's like an individual experience for everyone. It's not about one thing, which I think the coolest thing about talking about it is that no one can really come to any finite or like objective conclusion.
What did your mom think when you were coming here?
She was very supportive. At first she wanted to ask some clarifying questions that if this was a cult. And so, I told her to the best of my knowledge, it didn't seem like a cult to me,
right.
That this really seemed like a global world religion of people engaging with their fellow citizens who weren't Baha'is in order to be of service to humanity.
What happens in the story, I think, forces a lot of the characters to do what a lot of people are doing now in the world, which is to examine their own lives, to be honest about what's going on.
No matter where you live, no matter where you're from, we're all more alike than we are different. We all seek acceptance and safety, and I think that will resonate with audiences.
Rocky is so beloved by so many. Let's find you a voice.
I am Rocky. I like.
I feel a lot of responsibility to fans of the book. Grace Rocky save stars.
Physically making Rocky and using puppetry, it helps you believe in Rocky.
Neil Scanlon and his team dove right in, giving it a lot of realism and a lot of details.
We have two versions of Rocky, an animatronic version and a puppeteerable version.
Phil and Chris said, "Are you comfortable improvising with a 5-legged puppet?" And I said, "Yeah."
Success, success, success. Thumbs up.
The friendship between Rocky and Grace is the heart of the movie.
That's beautiful.
I know that people will love these characters and this epic journey that they go on.
It is time go.
I think you mean go time, pal.
I told her to the best of my knowledge, it didn't seem like a cult to me,
right.
That this really seemed like a global world religion of people engaging with their fellow citizens who weren't Baha'is in order to be of service to humanity.
What is the united community that the Baha'i faith is trying to achieve?
To me, building unity looks like creating opportunities for everyone to see themselves as part of one family.
Wizard of Oz? Is he good or is he wicked? Oh, very good, but very mysterious. He lives in the Emerald City, and that's a long journey from here. Did you bring your broomstick with you? No, I'm afraid I didn't. Well, then, you'll have to walk. The Munchkins will see you safely to the border of Munchkin Land. And remember, never let those ruby slippers off your feet for a moment, or you will be at the mercy of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road.
So no matter race.
Exactly.
No matter economic status.
Yes, exactly. I mean,
gender, anything.
Yes, seeing each other first as souls.
We may come in different colors. We're humankind.
Music director Van Gilmer has been working toward racial justice since the Civil Rights era. In 1963, he participated in sit-ins in Greensboro, North Carolina.
The idea of one humanity is very attracting. We talked about it in my church. But my church is African American. That church in Greensboro, North Carolina is still African American. All the churches in Greensboro, North Carolina are either one race or another race. We say and we believe one thing, but when it comes to what we're doing about it, if we're not showing it, if we're not working at it,
practicing
then those were the things that influenced me to become a Baha'i.
Because there's no hierarchy in the religion, Baha'is around the world elect at least 9 people to represent them in their local spiritual assemblies.
The Council of Nine remains an enigma. Its face is unknown, its purpose obscured. What is certain, however, is the power it holds. Though Emperor Caius and his bloodline sit the throne of Karad, none deny where true authority lies. The council rules from the shadows, crownless, unseen, yet their decrees shape the realm. They do not stand at the pulpit, but all who speak there echo their will. They serve as wardens of the faith and guardians of the chapel of Pedrus. But in truth, I suspect their interests lie elsewhere, deep beneath the chapel, and farther still from the divine light of Pedrus, the ever-bright. Blood sacrifice is forbidden, yet I've uncovered fragments, accounts of rites once held in secret in the crypts below. Some whisper that the council communes with an ancient god, that they feed it, not in reverence, but in exchange for ultimate power and dominion. The scorn left scars across Cairnmere. Most speak of it now only in metaphor, judgment, cleansing fire, divine wrath. But I have seen the land where it struck. It was no myth. Something real came through the veil. Much of Karad's past is fractured. Entire archives burned. Cities collapsed into silence. It is no wonder memory falters. But I ponder, was it only chaos? Or was something meant to be lost?
You guys know what this represents?
Tell us, sir.
Maybe it's the calm before the storm.
What's the storm?
Could be the calm before the storm.
The goal of a mass casualty event is to make order out of chaos. It will start with chaos, and it will end in order. The question is how fast we can get order out of the chaos and how quickly we can get help to the people who need it.
From the moment that the bomb explodes to the moment that there's a stampede of people trying to escape. The smoke begins to clear, but the disaster is far from over. And emergency first responders ensures that if it does, they'll be prepared. Dale Tema, I-24 News.
This is the world you are graduating into. This is what I want to talk about today with you for a few minutes. To lead in shaping a new world order for the 21st century.
I'm standing on the bridge, I'm waiting in the dark. I thought that you'd be here by now. There's nothing but the rain, no footsteps on the ground. I'm listening but there's no sound. Isn't anyone trying to find me? Won't somebody come take me home? It's that damn cold night, trying to figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere new? I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm looking for a place, I'm searching for a face. Is anybody here? I know, 'cause nothing's going right and everything's a mess, and no one likes to be alone. Isn't anyone trying to find me? Won't somebody come take me home? It's a damn cold night, trying to figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere new? I don't know who you are, but I'm with you.
In a world that is bland, colorless and cold, where banality grows like a fungus or a mold, there live the boring sheeple who look just like each other. A darker force rides into town, unleashing demon brothers. Here come the little deviants, they come from underground. They're rising from the depths to take those sheeple down. The sheeple are compliant and make for fine ingredients. For customizing anything, here come the little deviants. These are the little deviants.
And in case there are any conspiracy theorists out there, how would you prove to us that you're in zero gravity?
Mind control to Major Tom. 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 Mind control to
force field. It's a dome. We're at the edge of the arena.
All the sands and every blade of grass. Please tell the wind to let my love pass. Over the mountain, a girl waits for me.
Although we weren't able to shatter that highest, hardest glass ceiling this time, thanks to you, it's got about 18 million cracks in it. And it may be hard to see tonight, but we are all standing under a glass ceiling right now. And the light is shining through like never before, filling us all with the hope and the sure knowledge that the path will be a little easier next time. You guys have got to try the cold chai.
I've had it. Did you talk about vice presidential possibilities with Senator Warren?
You guys have got to try the cold chai.
Unlike all of you in this room, or most of you in this room, I never studied political science. I studied English literature. So words really matter to me. And you may call me old-fashioned, but I tend to defer to the actual definitions of words when I use them. But if someone says the earth is flat, you can see extensive YouTube pages devoted by people who've decided, and this is a recent phenomenon over the past decade or so, that the earth is flat, because their experience as they look out to the horizon is, boy, the earth sure looks flat.
That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat. You've been lied to by textbooks.
Well, when I was standing outside that capsule, it was a very quiet and peaceful moment, you know. At that moment, you look at the world, it looks very fragile. You could see the curvature of the earth.
You've been lied to by textbooks, and that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix Baumgartner, he would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, you know, I don't, it's fine. He wants to, I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. Right. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, wow, he's in space, look at that.
You could see the curvature of the Earth.
No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't.
Major Tom, we fooled the human race. Now the existence of God is so far away.
got a bath bomb. That now I have.
So with the Satanic Temple, we are non-theistic Satanists, so we don't believe in a literal Satan. Satan is a literary metaphor. And, surrounding that, we have our 7 tenets, which are the, basic tenets of empathy, compassion, justice, bodily autonomy, things like that, all together to encompass our general philosophy of life.
need to bring God back into the world, or we're out of luck. I mean, God's grace can only last for so long before his hand comes down, and so we need to be here battling this.
Figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere new? I don't know who you are, but I'm with you. I'm with you. Take me by the hand, take me somewhere new. I don't know.
Thousands of government-sponsored experiments did take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation. Some were unethical, not only by today's standards, but by the standards of the time in which they were conducted.
Are you a member or have ties to extremist groups or organizations? No. Do you use drugs or alcohol? Yes. Do you trust Agent Morgan? Are you ready to begin? I'm gonna fund your research, Doctor.
Push the boundaries of science, the full support of the government.
It's enough to drug the whole state.
Funding. That's what you always wanted.
Can't figure out what to make of him.
The CIA supported young psychiatrist experiment.
Shelley Powers, arsonist.
It's Laura. Why were you arrested?
You think I'm sick?
Politics and science make the worst of friends.
I had some questions about where my research is being taken.
I don't like questions.
Has mind control been achieved?
Now tell you what, it's mind control. Mind control. Corruption of your thoughts, yeah. Destruction of your soul. Mind control. It's mind control. Yeah. Corruption of your thoughts, yeah. Destruction of your soul.
They fail both the test of our national values and the test of humanity. The United States of America offers a sincere apology to those of our citizens who were subjected to these experiments, to their families, and to their communities.
awkward.
That's exactly how
you
he
have
did
to
it.
have a certain amount of distance between the bodies
exactly.
in junior high.
Yes, like they say in Catholic school, leave room for the Holy Ghost.
The only way to really cure that what's on the inside is understanding that Jesus Christ died for our sins. And so to me, on a micro level, it's understanding.
Oh, and just like that, we lost him. I know, I heard you guys rapping me.
The New World Order.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody walks through the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the Everybody wants to rule the world. 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 It's my own desire. It's my own remorse. Help me to decide. Help me make the most of freedom and of pleasure. Nothing ever lasts forever. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the
The goal of a mass casualty event is to make order out of chaos. It will start with chaos and it will end in order. The question is how fast we can get order out of the chaos.
I saw that morning, being down here now, as different as it looks, I still have those visuals, those images in my mind, in my head.
We're on, as a nation, officially now.
Suicide bombers, it happens in Israel on a daily basis. Those are the things we have to be careful of now, we have to watch for now.
Do you expect suicide bombers?
Plane struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center 1 year ago.
Thank you, Etienne. Thank you, everyone. We are the Four Horsemen.
Good night.
Good night.
The New Age. And you had better wake up very quickly, for you've been had. We've all been had. By those whom we believed in and trusted, who never, ever, not once believed or trusted in us, and all the while have been about completing the great work, the grand experiment. They believe that the end justifies the means, and there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that they will not do to accomplish their ends.
Final mission to save mankind has failed. The 70-mile-wide asteroid known as Matilda is set to collide with Earth in exactly 3 weeks' time, and we'll be bringing you our countdown to the end of days, along with all your classic rock favorites.
Feel free to wear your casual Friday clothing pretty much any day of the week. And if anyone wants to be CFO. Anyone?
A future that Ernest Cline, the writer of the book, envisioned. I was very careful with Ernie collaborating with me every step of the way to be able to find the movie narrative inside this dense forest of Ernie's profound imagination.
The Oasis being the ultimate toy box with all the toys in the world, and then playing that with one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. It results in just amazing action and such a fun adventure.
Ernest Cline is such a visionary, and I think has seen the future before any of us possibly could even imagine it.